Okay, perfect. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the Mystery
Hello.
Channel. We are live again, and
Yeah,
I travel everywhere, so I'm always on the road traveling to different places with Luigi. You saw him just jump back there. He's always my constant companion. And I'm actually just looking for some of the cards we're going to talk about today. So, Bjorn, for our upcoming midwinter, but mostly the midwinter that's going on right now. We can talk about that's amazing. And our 8-day countdown actually started yesterday, so you can still join. It's interesting. Yesterday, we talked about shadow work, and today was all about like the archetype wild hunt, but not like too in depth. Anyway.
yeah. So I'm curious what cards that you want to show us, Morgan. What
Oh,
cards are you searching for, and what decks do you have there with you?
oh yeah. Well, it's one of the decks actually, because you talked about her Hieronymus Bosch. Oops, I kind of got a glare. Let me move this. So Hieronymus Bosch, and it's from the Garden one, but it's actually really interesting because they have a introductory of what he does, and all of his cards are from his paintings and the symbolry, whoops, from his paintings. So this is actually not the one I was looking for, the Prince of Books, but you can see how it would be a page card. You know what I mean? There's that mentor behind him.
Yeah.
And it's been a very long time since I've used this deck, but I'm pretty sure that the page of books is pentacles, but I will double check.
Yeah, yeah. He's a great artist, especially if you like esotericism. If you like, yeah. And for me, the big advantage is because it's a city of birth, the city of 's-Hertogenbosch in southern Holland. Is, I think the oldest city of southern Holland. And for me, it's just one, maybe like 70 minutes drive from here. So I often visit there. Yeah, it's a great city.
Oh yeah, yes. That'd be fun too. To actually go there
Yeah,
and like dive into all that stuff, like for a live or whenever you're there.
yeah, and yeah, he always in his paintings and his works, yes, he alludes a lot to the double layers of esoteric perceptions and all that. So
Oh, actually, because it's funny, it's not one of the cards you're going to talk about, but the Hierophant card is actually the card of deception.
hmm,
That they call it deception, not Hierophant. So there's that.
yeah, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a fascinating deck. I think everybody should get it to like dive in. Oops.
Yeah,
But
to be honest,
I'm
I
on.
didn't even know that it exists. So yeah,
Oh,
as you know, I'm not really, you know, I'm sorry for all the deck creators. I'm not very supportive. I
oh,
buy now and then like a real antique deck, but I'm
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I've not that I have them with me because I travel, but I actually have several. Actually, there's several 12th century Italian artists that I've bought in the decks from that they made those 12th century Italian artists decks. I'll have to when I get back, from all my travels,
Yeah.
I'll have to post them because they're really fascinating. All the art decks they turned into tarot decks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really amazing, especially if they work with real art or what is an extension from that. At
Yes.
least that's what I find.
Yes. Like not, but it's going to be like, because that's why we're bringing up the cards too, because that's going to be, the like a big part of the thing too, right? The midwinter winter warrior event, which I'm sure everyone hopefully has seen in all our groups. Found it finally.
Yeah. No, the thing with that, as you all know, we already said it, but if you don't know it now, we will definitely, in the beginning of next year, 2026, come with a lot of new great events, courses, and all that. And one of them will be that we do something very special about tarot history.
Yes.
And we have a lot of great extra information where we will make really a difference in the field. I'm pretty much sure of that. Um, But for now, we will somehow shed a light on three important cards, and where they stand for symbolically or allegorically is somehow also a part of the midwinter festivals.
Yeah.
And that might maybe sound strange, but actually it's not. And
Yeah.
then it gravitates around cards like the Fool, the
Oh, yep.
Devil, and the Death card.
So I got them right here. Yeah, let me, sorry.
Show them.
There. Oh, I'll show them individually, but there's the three. So which one did you want to look at first?
Well, let's look at the and the Devil card. Do you have the Devil card? Did I say the
Yeah.
Devil card? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting late here, so yeah. Oh, okay. It's like talking them into eating the apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also something in the essay we talk about in the midwinter event. Did you know that in some places they somehow called the Christmas tree the tree, or that they somehow made the theme around the Christmas tree, that they were somehow giving apples to Adam and Eve, so they called it the Adam and Eve tree.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
also
yeah.
in there. Yeah. So they have all this like different eyes on those themes. But we
Oh,
were talking about the card of the devil, or we were about to talk about the card of the devil.
yeah.
So we will give a lot of attention to the devil and the concept of the devil.
Yeah.
And previous week, so I'm like I said before, I don't have the time to be in many Facebook groups. But if I like one Facebook group is the Tarot History Facebook group, but I
Yeah.
don't have much time to write there. So I somehow see that, and then I'm searching the post. Wait.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there was a post from someone, and this was very clever. And this person somehow showed a devil card, and there is this explanation. So I'm reading it. So this comes from the Greek word diabolos, so about the devil. Diabolic is a term in contemporary English. Diabolos, interestingly enough, literally means to tear apart. Diabolein. Now it's fascinating to note that this diabolic is the antonym of symbolic. The latter comes from symbolein, which means to throw together, to unite. There lie in these words tremendous implications with respect to an ontology of good and evil. The symbolic is that which draws together, ties, integrates the individual in himself and with his group. The diabolic, in contrast, is what disintegrates and tears apart. Both of these are present in the demonic. So that is a great observation. And that also shows how, like in archaic societies, everything is symbolically in that regard. And what she says there, I think it's a she, that the devil, or the influence of the devil, is something tearing apart, something chaotic. So, and Midwinter Festival is all about chaos.
Yeah.
Represented by darkness, everything to do with the devil from Christian view, but from paganistic pre-Christian times, that's not really the same, because like the underworld is like where the deceased forebears are, and that's somehow a neutral place.
Yeah.
And those who made special gifts to the community, most of the time it's like to being a protector of the community, to be the best soldier or whatever, then you could reside with the gods in Valhalla as a fighter.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different take, but the etymology is always very interesting.
Yeah.
Because like in Hebrew, so there is like Satan, so and Sataniel, and there is I will read a part from the essay so you can somehow feel how it is. So Satan in Hebrew means adversary and accuser. On the one hand, the adversary of good order. On the other hand, an accuser and punisher of misconduct. This fits exactly in the spirit of the wild hunt. That's something you will find out what the wild hunt is and all that. And the Christianized processions. Moreover, in the Hebrew Bible, we read that Hey Satan has a function in the heavenly court as prosecutor. That's something very interesting and something logically. He
Yeah.
does not even appear. There is a proper name. He does not even appear there as a proper name. But notice above all the punitive element. His task is that of a kind of a cosmic attorney general. He tests people, opposes them, accuses them, and punishes them. Only later, under influence of the apocalyptic literature, is he portrayed as the absolute opponent of God, the absolute contrary of divine order, which is chaos. You know,
Yeah.
and that goes on and on and on. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
there is this idea, a very ancient archetype of the punishing father, the father that is somehow, yeah, testing you.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
is also, you will find out why they call Santa in America Old Nick.
Ah.
Because everything alludes to the father type, like the old man or.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. Like, yeah. Because it's something ancient. Yeah.
But now I just say some snippets, but I will really build it logically.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Right.
if you uh, see it that way, you understand everything in that regard.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. And that's why I save like the good stuff for when people come in because it can be a really good discussion too after they read your PDF and then discuss everything, or learn
Yeah,
everything that's outside of that, I should say.
yeah, and I'm also always open for discussion, of course, as long as if it is constructive,
Yeah.
then
Oh,
yeah, then
yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. No, I love that. And it is different perception because I had a couple decks. So I can't find the devil in the Necronomicon deck, but I did find the devil in the Baphomet deck. And because it's the Baphomet deck, they make the priest the devil.
Ah, yeah, the Baphomet is also a very interesting figure.
Yeah.
But if you really want to find out how they somehow came uh, to the fixed outlook of the devil, you really have to, yeah, be there at the event because then the light really goes on because
Yeah.
it's all somehow constructed on heat and guns.
Yeah.
And it has always to do with wilderness and the underworld.
Yeah. Yeah. See, that makes sense too. But
Yeah,
like,
it's like the dual nature of nature itself. So one time of the year, like people learned in the Halloween hidden gene, is
yeah.
somehow seen as the dark side of the year, like
Yeah.
winter, autumn, and all, and the other is like the light side of the year, the
Yeah.
joyful side.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
here you can see also life opposite to that.
yes.
Winter, that, life, spring, summer.
Yes. Oh,
So that's always there. So it's somehow also like a trickster. You
yeah.
can you can't see a year not as good or bad because it's both.
Yes.
And there is also where the figure of the Baphomet. But the Baphomet figure is somehow
Yeah. Which, oh,
inspired on the Abraxas figure.
yes. Yeah, Hero. He's not any of the other ones, but he's under temperance.
Yeah. 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 But you see like in the modern depiction of the devil, you see that it's like the fusion of opposites often. And especially also in all those tarot devils.
Yes.
And like the Baphomet figure. But the Baphomet figure is a pretty much modern figure,
Yeah.
because there are no old depictions of Baphomet. Baphomet could just have been made up because it came from the accusations of the Knights Templars. They
Yeah.
were somehow guilty for devotion to a figure called Baphomet. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there are some ideas what that could mean. You will also find that out in the essay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could just be as well the Abraxas figure, where it's
Yeah.
somehow like the Mercury as like an alchemy.
Yes. Yeah. Those horns, like the horns crescent. Yeah. There's so much symbolism in that.
Yeah, and there is the Mercury figure.
Yes.
You can also understand that a lot of depictions of fools, like from medieval time, pre-medieval, and Renaissance time, often have like a rooster on their head, or like a mask with donkey ears with a little mohawk from a
Yeah.
rooster. Is
Yeah.
that right to say a mohawk?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Mohawk. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know from punk music that they have like a mohawk, but I did
Yeah.
not know if that was alludes to the rooster's comb. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, because it looks very similar from the,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
rooster.
Whenever I make myself clear, it's okay for me.
Yeah.
So, but you also see that a lot with depictions of fools, that they also have a rooster on their head.
Yes.
So it's all and the same. And what I
Yeah.
always say, like the fool from those times, that's the total opposite of what nowadays the jester or the clown is, which is
Yes.
also a more modern thing somehow. Came to be in the 19th century by Grimaldi, who made a performance clown for like theater shows and all that, and the totally opposite. Whilst the fools often, especially in Europe, had like black their faces painted black, and
Yeah.
that might sound strange, but that's also very logically. But it
Yeah.
has all to do with the old wild hunt. I don't know. This sounds strange,
Yeah. No.
but it's very logically.
Yes.
But in order to find out what that is, yeah, you just have to be part of our midwinter festival at the 13th of December. So I'm happy to explain this to you, to untangle this knot. And then you also will understand the big diversity of like. So yesterday here it was St. Nicholas Day.
Oh,
So
yeah.
St. Nicholas is somehow, he does the same like Old Nick or Santa Claus. But those
Yeah.
are also the same figures, and you will also find that out in
Yeah.
that part. But St. Nicholas is still very popular in Europe, and it depends where you are and what country, but at some places it's like a really um, old or the oldest depiction of the wild hunt with fearsome figures, like Krampus, like demon-like figures walking with a saint, previous meant to be Odin and the wild hunt. But there are
Yeah.
also a lot of places where this leader is followed by somehow fools or like
Yeah.
trickster figures,
Yes.
which are
Yeah.
may be strange. They don't match, or they don't match, but they really do match.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can see that definitely. That connection with it, especially the trickster, that's always been my favorite, especially to see that connection in midwinter now. And Wild Hunt times for that. That's always, I know that Loki's a newer one and stuff, but I still like the trickster archetype. I feel like they get to the point in chaos.
That's also an evolution, Morgan, I think, on how you understand evil.
Yes.
You know, there are certain times where there's someone, those were the times, actually, where they find out, okay, what is the ultimate evil?
Yes.
Being surrounded by evil whilst you not see it.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, it's
and there's
true.
like the same, and there you have like the trickster, the
Yeah.
fox type.
Yeah, blind eye towards what's happening until it's too late.
That's also what is like in the old legends of Reynard the fox.
Oh yes.
It's like a trickster.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
But that's a derivation of a derivation, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not always about the trickster. The figures of the Arlecchino, the Harlequin,
Yeah.
like the Commedia dell'arte, he is
Yeah.
like the subordinate, but the subordinate is so clever
Yeah.
that he almost stands above the boss.
Yeah. 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 You showed me that
So
picture. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
and he's not good for the company at
Yeah.
one side, but he also saves the company often.
Yeah.
You see, that's the
Yes.
duality of the trickster. And
Yeah.
that's also what Loki is in German Norse mythology. You cannot say that he's evil because he makes a lot of those spears and special attributes and all that.
Oh, yeah. But through through it's like that kind of like a tower moment, having to kind of mess something up, create chaos, create a problem he now has to fix to get to the
Yeah,
result they want to go to. Like Sleipnir, like the gate, and I was actually that was Sleipnir too. Let me think of a different one. There's it's the same one. He got the gate around there because of that. But the
yeah.
same thing, like Thor's hammer, through Siv's hair, cutting
Yeah,
off
so,
Siv's
so
hair.
he always brings them in a lot of trouble, but he is also a helping hand.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he brings. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you need to have someone break the rules or create chaos to get where you want to go.
Yeah. And that's also where you look like, if you really take those really old tests, and we had like about Satan and all that. So there is also this part of, okay, testing you.
Yeah.
It's like testing you. And then you also will find out that the boogeyman also is somehow something what figures do in the Wild Hunt, for
Yeah.
instance.
Yeah.
So they make you afraid, but they come to restore order.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of the
yeah,
breakdown. Yeah.
it's like someone really entering your comfort zone, testing you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Because he does cause that, and true, like they always say too that Loki, like he's not just the trickster, but like brings about the meaning of the 13 because he was like the unlucky 13th at the table. But
yeah,
then I heard
yeah,
that some people said it was just thrown in for that. So I'm actually going to look up that story.
yeah. Yeah. But you have also to see that always in the time frame it happens. And there is the
Yeah.
idea of the trickster figure, so that
Yeah.
will be an add-on on the
Yeah.
historical elements. But
Yes.
then throughout time, you also get a new depiction of that,
Yeah.
or a new it adds on and it throws away, but it
Yeah.
always keeps a score.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. And that's fun to see when you really dive into the stories to look at those layers instead of just reading the story for what it is, getting those little aha moments.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much sure if you read the essay what I just wrote again, so it's like 100 page, or it's like a book,
Yeah.
and you can really understand the understream of
Yes.
Indo-European culture. especially in regards of um, esotericism, but also about symbolism and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's a really good deal for that too, for just like the book and the course and everything, for the price it's at and what you're getting. You're getting a whole build up community, and then being able to hear more discussions beyond the PDF in the, the lives.
Yeah,
So
and where we aim for is also that we help you to investigate the past if it interests you.
yeah.
So what I can, you can do that as well. I'm
Yeah.
not talking to you, Morgan. I know you
Yeah.
can, but to the people listening.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I also had to learn this from mentors, and how for me it was pretty much the most important that I learned how that they somehow connected the dots.
Yes. Oh yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
And then the be able, oh, sorry, I was gonna
No,
say,
go
oh,
ahead.
I like, well, because you're being taught something from a mentor, and then you get to go investigate. You get to go continuing the study to see how you see things differently. I always like that.
Yeah, that's maybe the only thing we can do. But it's really great to give.
Yes. Yeah.
And I can only share this with you if I will say this at the Christmas dinner, people will run from me. So I have to really
Oh, yeah.
keep it all here. And now I have to throw it out on the
Share it
street.
everywhere. Yeah.
Help me to stay alive.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that though.
Yeah,
And because it's fascinating. Like, it's fascinating.
yeah, everyone has his own particular interest and all that. There are a lot of people who like to talk about cars and all that. If you mumble
Yeah.
about cars, I will be knocking away in a deep sleep. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
think
this,
they are crazy, but they might just as well think that I'm crazy. So yeah,
no. Well, there's something though that's always fascinating to everyone about mythology, because think about everything they do with the mythology, and we're just getting to like the origins of the deeper meaning of where those even
yeah,
came from and everything. So that's why I think it's going to be fascinating for everyone.
yeah, and it has always been. So we somehow pass the fire of the traditions,
Yes.
and we add on our own layers, and that's
Yes.
what we are aiming for. And you will definitely be part of that in the future, since I am like a therapist and Morgan is still like active in divination. We
Yeah.
can put on a lot of experience what we all have, an extension of that. So I really like to add on the psychologically thing,
Yeah.
psychology, philosophical stuff, so
Yeah.
that we look at the myth. But what does it really say? How does it land
Yeah.
with me? What does it make me feel? On one hand, what was
Yeah.
it intent to explain? And
The lessons. Yeah. Lessons and stories. Oh, definitely.
lessons and stories. And if you then, it's also interesting if you listen to interpretation of people, how that can inspire you.
Yeah. Yes. I think so. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's why it should be told. These things shouldn't be forgotten.
Yeah. No, of course not. And that's also the big advantage, if you are a part of our event, Winter Warriors, the 13th of December, you will understand myth much better. You will really understand what the archaic, deepest layer of that is, how that was Christianized. And then you
Yeah.
also can see how it's like a fight, but also
Yeah.
in the eye of the beholder, if you
Yeah.
see it as a Christian thing
Yeah.
or a Hindu thing. But there is also a great fusion in between.
Yeah. Yes. I like that.
Yeah, and
Oh,
that's really interesting. That's also what medieval times are, because especially like the nobility and all that, they stayed the longest with their oldest gods because their name went back to the oldest gods.
yes.
That was ceremonial giving, and that was the affiliation from point zero to now. That for them that was pretty much important. So they kept their own stuff, and then out of political or economical stuff. They added on some layers and all that, and that got a strange new thing. But if
Yeah.
you really understand how it is, you can see right through it back to the beginning. And for me,
Yeah.
that's something very great.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
I like that. And then now it's shown even today, following it back the roots.
Yeah, and you can also see that. I think that the world is full of magic and mystery, but you have to put on the right glasses.
Yeah. Oh.
And that glasses is also, listening to inspiring people, try to figure out what symbolism is and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think so. I've always believed that. It's like, yeah, even on scientific, magical, regular magic, it's definitely magic
Yeah.
and possibilities.
Yeah, and there is something in it for everyone,
Yeah.
maybe. So I know a lot of tarot enthusiasts are listening. So the main theme is like midwinter, but it's also I always write from out of a perennial point of view. I want to see what is like the universal idea of that, and then especially because that's my expertise, the Indo-European culture and all that. But I really like to see how that maps out everywhere, and I
Yeah.
really like to compare all of that. So there is something in it for everyone, and of course I'm very much interested in paganism. I would call myself somehow a pagan, although I don't want to be boxed in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I'm not someone who writes to promote paganism. I just write how it is. I also write about Roman Catholic and all that, and I try just to pass the history as I think it was, and the elements I like to put them,
Oh yeah.
next to each other.
Yes, definitely.
But also, if you like history, especially tarot history, and that's also what you will find out if we do the tarot history event. The big advantage is that you have an overall view on that, and
Yeah.
I think that you really have to be really a connoisseur of what syncretism is, and especially what the understream is in Europe,
Yeah.
in order to really understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely agree. And that's what, yeah, we're diving
Yeah,
into.
there is the big advantage, and people. It's also difficult to understand, but a lot of what we nowadays do for like on the outside comes from France, from
Yes.
from the Franks and all that, but the other stream still is really pagan.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then
But you also,
definitely modern. Oh,
yeah, no, go ahead.
oh no, saying what you said, definitely pagan, but you can see how, yeah, no matter how they try to modernize it, the symbolism still runs through that. That's always good.
Yeah, but it's totally true. Yeah. But you really have to really study old French text. You have to understand the nobility. The nobility is so important. Also in tarot. This
Oh
was
yeah.
not a deck from the masses, this was a deck from the nobility.
Yes. Yeah, because the original was
And
prince and princesses. So
and the nobility, they could have people visiting their court, teaching them Hermeticism, teaching them Neoplatonism, teaching them initiations and all that.
hmm yeah. Just that'd be fascinating to do through the cards. It's always
Yeah,
fascinating. But yeah, to do it how they originally meant it to be.
yeah, I cannot say that for sure that I was not there, but we have to see that in a much broader spectrum, I find.
Oh yeah. But that aligns though what you're saying, because like I've been diving into reading the Golden Dawn, and they have a whole section on tarot that is like that. It's the royal court diving
Yeah,
into
But you know,
Exactly.
but exactly what you say there. So they, so those Golden Dawn people. So I don't know if they had like perfection grades. I know there were Freemasons under them, but I don't know if they have perfection grades. But I think so. They use a lot of symbolism coming from there.
Yeah.
You see that, but it does not match with the explanation they give. So I think those are two loose factions that they somehow got the symbols and all that, but they did not have the Masonic body to understand it, but they somehow could lay their hands on it.
Yeah.
And that they had some degrees, and from there that they somehow had to fill it in very quick or something like. I don't know that it's an idea. So maybe I'm
Yeah.
saying something stupid, but it does not add on. But there you see, because all those Freemasonry perfection grades actually come from France.
Oh yeah. That's fascinating. The guilds, yeah.
Yeah, but guilds were everywhere, but especially from there. So the nobility, so and France, that is something, yeah, really, really interesting. You know, that also in history, it's like a cross line between several cultures, so Roman, German, and Celtic.
Yeah. 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 You can see how they align.
Yeah, so a lot of mixture is there, but also, you know, like the new area, so knighthood and all that. So I really like that because it is really crossover influences. But if
Oh,
you go one step on top of that, and that's why I like to know about the Indo-European culture as well. So
yeah.
Indo-European mythology, Indo-European thinking structure, and then you see that it all comes from one source.
Yes.
And that's
Uh,
interesting. That I want to explain as much as possible in my essays.
yeah.
But you can see it very much in that in those decks from the Golden Dawn. That it's really much influenced by Freemasonry. Yeah,
Yes. Oh, yeah. You can definitely see that, especially the astrology, very astrology based. So,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's fascinating. It's always fascinating.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But there is so much going on there. You know, if you have to uh, take everything from there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I like that.
But if you understand the structures and the thinking structures and the reasoning behind it, then you can fill in the gaps yourself.
hmm Yes. That's why it'd be start with the, like I said, PDF, dig deep into that and the event,
Yeah, it's 100 pager. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm pretty much sure. You know, if you go through that, I show a lot of great old pictures and all that.
Oh my gosh,
Then
yeah.
you know everything will the puzzles, all the pieces of the puzzle will fall together. Yeah.
Yeah. No, even I was gonna post too with that, my cards, wherever now I can't find them, that I put them down. Oh yeah. Put them down because they have a lot of great symbolism from your thing too. The Fool card. Actually, in the Baphomet
Ah,
deck, he's on the donkey and they call him the idiot, but the other one, Hieronymus Bosch, it's the Wayfarer.
yeah, yeah. You know, it's interesting because all those fools and all that, especially from the Euronymous Bosch deck, but he alludes to via another way towards the original idea of the fool. But the fool, I always say that, you know, also in the tarot history Facebook group, but I think that they somehow find it strange that I say that, but they will find out that's not the case.
Yeah.
But the fool is a real cultic figure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's say something to ponder on too. Really dive deep.
Yeah, because he's linked also to the underworld.
Yes. That I know. Yeah, from the leap.
He is somewhat seen as the Loki or the trickster.
Yeah, the trickster one. Always back to the trickster.
It's really it's a dual the dual identity of nature.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Endlessly beauty, but dangerous. All
Yes.
those, you know,
Chaos. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, because sometimes, yeah, I like that though. Because sometimes when things have completely fallen apart, that's when you can really rebuild something amazing, or take a completely new path.
yeah.
The fool.
You know, and I know it sounds crazy, but you have to understand the reasoning behind it. We have to really build it up. Okay, was pre-Christian idea. This was an add-on on the time
Yeah.
because the fool and the campus or the demon-like figures, they are just one and the same, but they are a different focus on
Yeah.
what they represent. They're a different kind of chaos.
Yes.
So the campus, the pertcha, they're all like the really raw, primal
Oh yeah. Primal.
nature, dual energy. Was the tricksters. They are a little bit more subtle, but they are sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
But no, that's like a spectrum. But yeah, like the Krampus is one side of the spectrum, and the other is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like that.
And you know, you have to also understand a lot of things about how people looked at folly in those times and all that. You know,
Yes.
they also thought that like if someone was not mentally okay, that was a punishment of God, or that it was evil, or that it was like, or maybe he gets devoted. Could
Hmm.
be as well. So it's always like,
The different layer. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Always something more.
yeah. So yeah, what can I say? I don't know if anyone is watching live.
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually
If there
several
are
people.
some questions in that regard. Otherwise, I would say just be part of it. The 13th of
Yeah.
December, make sure you subscribe now when you see it. There is
Yeah.
still room. Yeah, you can catch up on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's so much that you can do beforehand. That's why everyone should sign up today so they can get a kickstart on the 8-day countdown, the pre-workbook, your PDF, which your PDF
Yeah.
is going to be the most amazing part to really dive into, before the event.
Yeah. And the event is like live. We can have contact during, afterwards, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you'll
There
get
is
a
no
Facebook.
reason to not be a part,
Yeah. Yeah.
except if you want to just learn
And
nothing.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I
So
know.
yeah,
They should. It'll be fun. Private
yeah,
Facebook group and everything. So very exclusive.
I'm really looking forward to shed a light on this team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too. I think it's going to be, I'm excited for the conversations to see what everyone thinks as well. So, yeah, it'll be fascinating.
Yeah, as it will be as good or even better as the Halloween Hidden Gene, which
Yes.
was a great success.
Yes. That was amazing. Yeah. Everybody loved that. We have lots of great people who've been feedback on how great that was, how
Yeah,
informative, just the flow of it, all the information they got as well, things they've never knew before. So, yeah.
and the flow was always kitchen table.
Yes. Yes.
No
Exactly.
stress.
Exactly.
Uh, take it easy. Yeah,
Exactly.
fun, engaging. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So be part of that, the 13th of December. And
Yeah.
when you subscribe, you also have to think about the Petit Lanamore event on the 13th of December.
Yeah.
Uh, about that, we will talk a little bit more
Yeah.
on Tuesday when we go live. Yeah,
Yeah. And
be
it's
part
all
of it.
in the comments, or it's all in the description. So just check out the description of this video. It's all there.
See you on Tuesday. Have a
Yes.
nice